Now, when I visit schools, I always receive some very interesting comments and questions, which are not always about sugar and trans fat. So in this section, I'm going to answer some of the frequently asked questions I receive in schools. Then, and because I'm not the harbinger of doom who has come to tell you that you cannot eat what you love, I'm going to give you lots of healthy alternatives to some of the unhealthy foods I've talked about. And finally, I'm going to give you a very special cake recipe, a chocolate cake no less. First, the questions. Are fruit juices and smoothies good for you? I always say that it's best to eat fruit and not drink it. The reason is that in a glass of apple or orange juice, it can contain the juice of around 6 apples or oranges, and the juice is high in fruit sugar or fructose. Now, you wouldn't sit down and eat that many, and also you're not getting the apple skins or the orange pith, which contain fibre and a lot of vitamin C. And it's this, plus the bulk of the fruit, that stops blood sugar rising quickly. But drinking all that fructose will increase blood sugar dramatically and cause the release of insulin. Your body cannot tell whether that spike in blood sugar has come from a glass of organic orange juice or from 4 cookies. Okay, there will be some vitamin C in the juice, but because there's no digestion involved, the spike in blood sugar will be even faster. So always dilute fruit juice. So, got some apple juice, just add some ice, dilute it with water, and that is a far more refreshing drink that's not overly sweet. A smoothie is different. It can contain a lot of sugar, like these shop-bought smoothies. All 3 will take you over your daily sugar recommendation. Homemade are best, and as long as you add 1 vegetable for every 2 fruits, so it's not overly sweet, and you don't use juice but instead milk, a smoothie can be very healthy. This one contains banana, frozen blueberries, frozen spinach, ice and milk. And it's not only nutritious, it's delicious. Let's give it a go. Nutritious and delicious. By the way, watch out for milk-based drinks, which are also very high in sugar. The only reason that Lucozade and Ribena are lower in sugar is because they would pay the sugar tax otherwise. So they've taken some sugar out and replaced it with chemical sweeteners. Question 2. How can I lose weight healthily? Now, I get asked this question a lot, and I want you to listen very carefully. You should not be aiming to lose weight. I don't care how overweight or obese you may be. If you aim to lose weight, you may be missing out on essential nutrients. Instead, I recommend that you eat a healthy, balanced diet, limiting the high sugary and fatty foods I've been talking about, be active and get enough sleep. Now, if I was working with an overweight adult, I would recommend exactly the same in terms of lifestyle change. However, the aim would be weight loss. Why is that? What are you doing that adults are no longer doing? That's right, you're growing. Adults only grow outwards if they lead an unhealthy lifestyle. You are growing taller. So if you incorporate healthy habits into your lifestyle and aim to maintain weight as you grow taller, you will eventually achieve a healthy weight. Weight will still increase, but at a slower rate. Question 3. I'm thinking of becoming a vegetarian or vegan. What should I eat? This is a very important question, and I'm coming across it more and more. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this is a time of rapid growth in your lives, and there's a high need for nutrients, especially protein, which is important for growth. Now, protein foods come from animal sources like meat, chicken, fish, eggs, and from plant sources like beans, chickpeas, lentils, and nuts. But there's a big difference between the two. Proteins are made up of amino acids, and there are some amino acids which are essential for growth that are only found together in animal foods. They are found separately in plant foods, so that means that you need to include a wide variety of plant proteins in your diet. So if you're cutting out meat, fish, chicken, turkey and eggs, you must replace these foods with chickpeas, beans, lentils, tofu, which is soybean curd, nuts and vegetables, especially green vegetables like spinach and broccoli and peas. And you must eat a variety of them every day. Now, one other thing, those all-important B vitamins are found in a variety of foods, including vegetables, whole grains, meat and fish. However, one in particular, vitamin B12, is found exclusively in animal foods. And B2 is mostly in animal foods. So if you're a vegan, it's more difficult to get those vitamins, and I would recommend a B group vitamin supplement. One last question I'm often asked: what are the foods that help you grow? Now, I always say this: protein lengthens bones and calcium strengthens bones. Now, at the end of your bones are growth plates where growth occurs, causing your bones to increase in length. And the middle part of the bone becomes ossified, that means turned to bone, using minerals like calcium and other nutrients. After the growing window closes, the growth plates will become ossified and you will no longer grow taller. So during that growing window, which all of you are in, it's important to eat a diet high in nutrients, including quality protein, whole grains, dairy, fruit and vegetables, which are all important for optimal growth at the growth plates. And especially the amino acids that you get from protein foods, lysine and arginine, which I mentioned earlier. These are essential for growth. So quality protein, whether from animal or plant, is very important. If you have any other questions, submit them to your teacher or via the Being Healthy Rocks website, and I will answer them.